All right, what is up, everybody? I'm going to make a quick video. Well, really two videos, but this is only one. Going to be about open area model for multiplication. Um, one of the many strategies of multiplication that you can use, but however, you want to make sure that you do a couple of things on this, and really for partial product, which is going to be in another video, but you want to make sure that you do these steps the right way. Make sure you understand them and are able to correctly get them onto your paper, because I've seen a lot of students in the past do everything right until the very end, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. So we're going to have a problem. We'll do a 2x1, a 3x1, and a 4x1. So the first problem we're going to do is going to be, let's change from red. Let's do 23 times 7. Everybody loves 7. So 7 is one of those favorite numbers for everybody, but you want to make sure that you focus on this first factor, which is 23. So open area model is called open area because you're finding the area of a box, but you'll hear a lot of students or a lot of teachers refer to it as the box method because it does allow you to find the multiplication quickly. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to draw a box / rectangle. All right. And there's 2 digits here. So we're going to split this rectangle into 2. Okay. You always split your rectangle into however many digits there are in that first factor. Okay. So then I'm going to take that first factor and I'm going to split it into expanded form. All right. So that 2 is a 20 because there's 2 tens, 20. And then 3 is by itself. All right. And then we take that and we take the 7 and put it over here. So area, okay, again, we're calling this is called open area because it is length times width. So I tell my students to make sure you draw your equation in the top of the box every time. So this box is going to be 20 times 7, length times that width, okay? So 20 times 7, we're going to use our little multiplication strategy with zeros and say we're going to chop that 0. So there's only 1 0 chopped. 2 times 7 or 7 times 2 is 14. And I'm going to add that 0 back in. Okay, so we chopped 1 0, so we're going to add a 0 back in. And then we come over here. This box is going to be 7 times 3. Okay, or 3 times 7, however you want to look at it. All right, and 7 times 3 is 21. There's no zeros chopped, so we're not adding any zeros there. Now, here's the part I was talking about where students always slip up, okay? What you're going to want to know is I take these 2 and I add the boxes together. But remember, you have to line up your place values, okay? Where students get a little wrong, let's change the red because red is wrong. I see a lot of students do this, 140 plus 21, okay? That's not going to be right. Think back to your place value, all right? So 140 plus 21, all right? We got, that's not right. Don't do that. All right, 1 plus 0 is 1. 4 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1, okay? Easy, nothing to it, okay? Again, this is called open area model, okay? So that's a 2x1. Let's look at a 3x1, okay? Let's go 593 times, let's do another one everybody loves, 8. Okay, so we're working on our multiples of 8, that number that everybody just loves to do. Okay, so remember we start with a rectangle. I'm going to run into my video here, but that's okay. All right, start with a rectangle. I need how many boxes? 1, 2, 3 boxes. So we're going to do 3 boxes. All right, first box is 500. There's 5 hundredths. Okay, 90, 9 tens, and 3. Okay, remember, this is basically expanded form of that first factor. Okay, expanded form of this first factor, and then I put my 8 over here. All right, now that we have that, okay, I'm going to go in here and change my color so we can have a little pizzazz in there. Okay, so we have that. We're going to change the pink. So we write our equation in the top. When we're first starting out, you always want to write your equation. 500 times 8. Okay, how many zeros can I chop? I chop 2 zeros. 5 times 8. Oops. 5 times 8 is 40. Now, this is where a lot of students also slip up. You see how 40 has 1 0 and they go, oh, there's my 2 zeros. That's not always true, okay? This 40, this 0 is a part of your product of that 5 times 8, so we can't count that. All right, we got to add in that other 0. Okay, and then now we have our 40 with our 2 zeros, so we're good now. Okay, 90 times 8. Okay, 90 times 8, well, 9 times, chop the 0, 9 times 8 is 72. Add my 0. Okay, and then 8 times 3, as I write it too big. Scratch through that. Sorry about that, y'all. 8 times 3 is going to be that 24. Okay, again, be careful on this step. We're going to add everything together. Okay, line it up. 4,000, and then plus 720, plus 24. Everything's lined up, nice and neat. 4, 4, 7, and 4. 4,744. Now, I know a lot of students are going to say, well, what if I don't know my 8s that well? Well, guess what, y'all? That's where those multiples are going to come in, okay? Always, if you need to, go to the side of your paper. List them out, okay? 16, 24, 32, keep going, all right? And don't ever erase, reuse when you can, okay? Don't ever erase, reuse when you can. All right, last one, 4 by 1, okay? We're talking 1,000 digits. Let's get crazy. Let's go 9,876. Let's get all those good factors up in there. And then times, let's go, we'll be easy on this one, 4, okay? So, how many multiples, or excuse me, not multiples, how many digits do I have in my first factor? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so my box is going to be 4 boxes wide. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, then I have these, and now it's time to start writing it in. So I split this into expanded form, excuse me, 9,000, put my comma, 876. Okay, expanded form. All right, then 4 times everything. So here we go. We're writing our digits. 9,000, our equation, excuse me, not digits. 9,000 times 4. I'm chopping 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, 9 times 4. If you know your fingers method, you can see that it's 36. And then add my 3 zeros. Put my comma. Okay, then I have 800 times 4. 800 times 4. 2 zeros off. 8 times 4 is 32. Add my 2 zeros. Put my comma in. All right, moving on down the line. 70 times 4. All right, 70 times 4. Chop my 1 0. 7 times 4 is 28. Add my 1 0. And then 6 times 4. And that's going to be 24. Again, remember, I've said it every time. This is not the step that people mess up. Where they mess up is when I have to add these digits, okay? So we're going to line them up. Okay, we're going to line them up. So let's go over here, close to this side. Let me pin that so we have a little more room. So we're going to go 36,000. And then 3,200, or 3,200, as you should say. 280. And then we're not going to look at this 4. We're going to kind of scratch through it to make sure we're not seeing that. And then 24. Okay. And then go from there. All right. One thing I will tell you, if you need to, split this up. Do 2 numbers and 2 numbers, and then add the 2 numbers together, 2 sums together, if you want to. Okay. Just a strategy you can use. So 0, 0, 0, and 4, that's 4. We have 0, 0, 8, and 2, that's 10. Carry my 1. 2, 2, and 1 is 5. Put my comma in there. 6 and 3 is 9. And 3 plus 0 or nothing is 3. 39,504. Okay. Multiplication doesn't have to be too hard. We got a bunch of strategies to learn. Okay. This ultimately is building you hopefully to that algorithm. Okay. Multiplication algorithm, which in my opinion is my favorite, but it doesn't have to be your favorite. Okay. That's why it's a strategy that we don't have to use. Hope this helps y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.